Got a bombshell right here, 1968 Camaro RSSS big block 4-speed in these knockout colors, blue with the white interior. This thing is just a stunning car. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all the information, look at pictures top to bottom. That's where you'll find a price tag on every car along with the monthly finance option. That's at volocars.com. Also, you'll find there a Buy It Now button. You click on that if you really like a car, that just locks it up for you while you're thinking and talking to the salesman. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, click the bell icon. You'll be notified when the new ones are posted. But for right now, tops down, let's go for a spin. Yeah, it's got a lot going on underneath the car. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But let's talk about the body. It is straight. It's beautiful. The SS has the raised hood with the ice cube trays. It all fits nice. It's shiny. It's straight. I don't see damage or issues. It's all way down to the bottom, clean and smooth. It's all real nice, clean. All looks really good. Quarter panels, nice, straight, clean. Does have the typical hairline crack. You know, convertible has a seam here, and they flex and they crack. I mean, it's barely noticeable. You don't even see it. Got spoilers front and back. This is all straight. Same thing right here. Literally looks like two of my dog's hairs laying there is what it looks like. All clean metal, no bubbles, not even right around here. I got my finger in that groove. There's no bumps or bubbles. Down here, the bottoms of the doors. All this nice, clean, good-looking metal. Key buzzer works. Sounds like a dead, dying frog, but it works. All nice and clean and straight metal. The paint, it's a LeMans blue. The metal flake is all laid out evenly. It's polished very, very smooth and glossy. Stripe is painted on. It looks like they got it right. You know, I'm sure there's flaws in the paint, but I'm just not seeing any. It's probably better than it was when it left the factory, you know, as far as the texture and the quality. Here's a little chip right here when they were putting this trim on. They must have scratched the paint. Oh, by the wipers, too. That was one of the things we inspect and service our cars, and one of the things, the wiper arm was put on wrong, so I think it probably came down and scratched the paint. So there are some scratches right there. The wipers are now properly installed. The mirror, the Rally Sport, I believe, comes with this trim on top of the doors. This looks new. There's shiny door handle, but there's some pimples, some freckles. This molding looks real good. It's a little dull. Back here, I'm sure all this was replaced, but it's aftermarket chrome. There's little freckles, but it's all shiny. Now, being a Rally Sport, it has the reverse lights down here. It has the SS gas cap. It's blacked out because that's what the big block Super Sports, that's the way they came. Marker lights shiny. Yeah, just like the other side, there's pimples in this chrome. This looks like new. The mirrors look like new. This is good. You know, some little dimples and dents, and it lost a little bit of its luster, but the trim's all good. Windshield looks new. Ice cube trays, they've been replaced. Emblems are shiny and new. So up front, it does have the hideaway headlights. That's the major player in the Rally Sport option. It has a white convertible top. It's a power top in real nice shape. You can see pictures on our website. Staggered size wheels. There's 17s in front, 18s in back. Also pretty damn wide in back. And they're wrapped with some performance tires. It's got a nice stance. Good looking car. Why don't we open it up and see what the inside looks like now? Very minor, a couple little scratches and a tiny little chip on the spoiler. I just noticed. Very minor. So under the trunk lid's painted real slick. Jam is real nice, new weather strip. Inside here, it all appears to be nice clean metal. It's got a spatter finish paint. Could use maybe a dusting over it to freshen it up. The well liner that the top sits in looks new. Door jambs are glossy. The weather strips were replaced. The sill plates look new. The white interior just pops against the blue. Door panels are new, and the armrests and the window cranks. And I will say the white stays so much cooler in the summertime too. All this is nice. The chrome, the vents, the knobs, the instruments all look good. It has a working clock in the middle of the tachometer. Overall, this is nice and clean. It does have a retro stereo. The gauges we just installed, they came with the car. We just put them in. So there's a little scratch here, but overall the console's in really nice shape. Looks like reproduction seat belts front and back. Still has the plastic coating on it. It does have built-in kick panel speakers. The interior lights work. Got nice carpet and mats. So it is white deluxe upholstery on the seats. Back seat, armrest, seat belts, all this is in very nice shape. The framework for the top looks like it was spray painted and cleaned up. Weather strips were replaced. The steering wheel, these are available new, but it's got a crack at the top and bottom and a little paint chipped off. The mirror and the visors look new. That's a very nice car. It's stunning to look at. Big block 4-speed. It's not a concourse nut and bolt restoration, but it's a good car. Strong running big block. It's got the big square rectangular port heads, Edelbrock intake and carburetor with electric choke, chrome valve covers, HEI ignition. It's got a set of headers. So it should run real strong. The big block heater core is over here. The small block's over there, so it has the proper heater core for the big engine. Clean metal. Alternator still has a sticker on it. Fuel pump looks new. Correct radiator cap and shroud, and fan is clean, a flex fan. This is all the vacuum apparatus for the headlights that open and close. Got the washer fluid bottle. Got power steering and power brakes. The wiper motor looks new. So again, not concourse, but it's nice. Tell you what, this car sounds like it wants to go. Reminds me, it has exhaust cutouts. I've never heard them. Let's see if they work. There's a switch under here. There we go. Now they're closed again. We're also going to try something else. Vacuum hideaway lights. They're a little lazy sometimes. They're vacuum. They do work. So underneath the car, it looks to be really solid. The front end does look like it's been rebuilt. The ball joints and bushings, all that looks like it's been replaced. It has staggered shocks in back, one in front of the rear end, one in back. Shocks have been replaced. Fuel system looks like it's replaced. It's got a custom dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers and exhaust cutouts, electric cutouts. Disc brakes in the front, drum in the back. You look up at the motor, it's clean Chevy orange, has a high torque starter. It has an auto gear transmission. It's a reproduction of the Muncie. It's the same thing, but it's made by Auto Gear. So it's a newer, much newer transmission, but a replacement of what would have been there. Got a 12-bolt rear end with an aluminum finned cover. So yeah, it looks like all the components were redone. It even has frame connectors tying the front to the back with that big block, especially being juiced up a little more. You get body flex in a convertible, so it's all tied together. There is a little imperfection right here. It's like just an imperfection in the paint, a small one. It's not cracked or bubbled. It's just a little funny spot right there. So we do inspect all of our cars. This one had some work done. I will read you the list. They replaced the distributor, tightened the intake bolts, replaced the wiper switch, remounted the wiper arms correctly, hooked up the tachometer, installed the center console gauges, recalibrated the speedometer, had the front end aligned, and we replaced the lock cylinders. So it should be good to go. You can go to volocars.com. That's where you can read all the information. Talk to the salesman. They'll help get this delivered to your door. They'll help you finance it. That's at volocars.com. If you enjoy our video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when the new ones are posted. Thanks for watching. You have any idea if these headlights work?